brothers and sisters of Anonymous. Now, we all know Obama did a speech, I believe last night, right? Well, see, it's the same shit he's been saying for however long. So I don't think it really matters what he says. But it was an opening statement that really caught my attention. And in this opening statement, this woman, I don't know who she was, I don't care. She said, we have some certain steps to take to fight ISIS. Now, in these statements, in these steps, she made one valid point. The first one, practice your Second Amendment. You have the rights to carry guns legally. You know, that's your Second Amendment rights. So practice it. Carry any kind of gun you know how to use. That's what she said. And be ready to use it. That's right. Then she went on and said, no matter what kind of visa they had, these people, these refugees, did not have the right to be here. Excuse me, you dumb bitch. The visa, I don't care what kind of visa it is. You want to argue with me, you can't. If they have a 90-day visa, the fiancé visa, marriage visa, it's their right to be here due to that. That little piece of paper, the visa, is the right all by itself. What are you talking about? You don't have the right if you have a visa. The visa states you're right there. Second off, third step, she said we need to close the borders in and out. That way, she went all borders. Mexico borders, for some fucking reason, I guess Mexicans are dangerous now. What the fuck? And the Canada border. So you want us to be trapped. You don't want us to have the option of leaving. You don't want them the option to go or coming in. ISIS is, I understand, if we filter them out in the States, they'll just go to Canada and ride down here. But we would search them. We always have. The borders are protected, but they could go over it illegally, which that's mainly only Mexico. Either way, it works both ways. It could trap us. I'm sorry, but I said if certain people win the presidential election, I'm leaving. I'm going to Canada, most possibly. But the last step, I believe it was the last one. It's the last one that I caught that I found was bullshit. You're going to have to give up some privacy. I'm sorry, but that's the fourth, isn't it? That's our Fourth Amendment. So you're trying to strengthen the second and take away our fourth. That ain't right. You don't fuck with the Constitution at all. Our privacy is our rights. If we don't want to show you something, if we want to block you from something, that's our rights. You don't have the right to just take our phone and like, oh, who you texting? Or who you calling? Or who's you emailing? Let me hack your emails. That ain't your right. That's our right. That's our privacy. Okay? So I just want to let y'all know what I thought about that opening statement. I didn't really care about what Obama said. I read it. I didn't listen to him because I hate his voice. Unless he's rapping. That's pretty funny. In other words, I read the email that he sends to every Gmail email address. I don't really know if he sent it to all of them. I just know I get emails from the White House all the time. So, police riding by, and they see anonymous, a man in a mask. Especially down here. That means somebody getting robbed. But, while I'm here, while I'm talking about it, this is for Anonymous in Alabama. So if you're not in Alabama or if you're not interested in what's going down here, you can go ahead and click off somewhere. I don't care. Okay. I know it happened in Arab, happened in Jasper. I believe in Good Hope, somewhere throughout Cullman. Because, see, there was a Cullman Today page that covered the news story of Anonymous being in Cullman on November 5th. So I went ahead and liked the page to keep up with it and maybe let them know if we're going to go by there again so they can cover it again. You know, they really saved us from a tight spot every now and then that day. And it's their post that got everybody aware that we're out there. We're not trying to rob people or nothing, you know. So anyway, this is the funny thing here. You ready? I mean, are you ready for this? In Cullman and other cities throughout the Cullman County area, KKK has posted flyers like on lampposts and shit like that, windshields. They even put the flyers in little Ziploc bags and just throw them out the window or something. And they're asking people to join them with for the fight against ISIS. Look, KKK, you are the same as ISIS. You're not as extreme and you don't hate the same thing, but you are the same. You're a hate group. And KKK does commit hate crimes. Every now and then, they do still hang, you know, people of other ethnic colors and all that. They still hate on them every single day. That's the KKK way. Now, I know originally KKK wasn't a racist thing. You know, I know somebody personally that was, you know, at least from this area. I don't know from everywhere else. But when it first started in this area, it was a group that protected, kind of like Anonymous, but physically. Like if they heard a man was beating his wife down or his kid, they would come by, drag him out, beat the shit out of him, and say, we'll be back next week, let's see if it happens again. That would be the KKK back then. But it evolved. You got to understand, when shit evolves, everything evolves. One day I'm scared to death of Anonymous because Anonymous is going to evolve to something terrible. But right now, it isn't. So, and I highly doubt it will, but it could. But anyway, here's the thing. KKK and ISIS is the exact same thing. Because, especially, you know, KKK says they're Christians. Most KKK members are some kind of Christian, believe in God and all that. You got to understand, he doesn't like hate. The Lord doesn't like hate. It doesn't matter what you hate, how much you hate it. You have hate in your heart, you're not in his kingdom. You got to learn that. You can do right things, and sometimes you might have to arouse a violent hand, but beg for forgiveness afterwards. But it doesn't save you just because you hate something that you see fit is to hate. And like if you hate black people, if you see that be fitting to hate, then something's wrong with you. And if you see that ISIS, at the same time as you hating black people, if you see that ISIS has no reason to hate you, something's wrong with you. And I posted something like that on that post. I commented on it. And I hope KKK sees it and understands what it means. And throw down the hate. You don't need hate in your heart, man. We can fight. We can protect this country, but we don't have to hate like that. You don't have to be against black people. Because, hey, if the Blood and the Crips can rise together and agree when ISIS is in town, they're going to team up, then I haven't yet seen the KKK tell black people that, you know, they've forgiven them or they don't hate them anymore. I've never seen something like that. I would love to see it. I would love it. But right now, I haven't seen it. So I'm not buying this bull crap of you having the rights to fight ISIS as KKK like that. Because you are the same. This is, I don't even know what to call myself. I guess by my YouTube channel name, I guess. Mad91 signing off.